The sun dipped below the horizon, casting golden hues across the endless Maasai plains. Beneath a towering acacia tree, Naeku and Lemayian stood, their fingers brushing against each other in a silent promise. She was the daughter of Chief Ole and Karu, a woman of unmatched beauty and grace, adorned with layers of colorful beads that signified her noble lineage. He was a fearless warrior, a Moran whose heart burned for the one thing he could never have: her. "You know this cannot be," Naeku whispered, her eyes darting toward the distant manyatas where her father's warriors rested. Lemayian's gaze remained fixed on her. "I will not let tradition steal what is ours." Naeku's heart ached. She knew their love was forbidden. She had been promised to Olokunai, a wealthy and respected elder who had already paid a generous bride price. But love does not ask for permission, it simply is. Fate, however, is never kind to secret lovers. That night, as they stole one last moment together, unseen eyes watched from the shadows. A jealous rival, one of the warriors envious of Lemayian's strength, carried the tale to Chief Olean Karu. By dawn, the chief's wrath was like a gathering storm. He summoned his daughter before the entire village. The people gathered, their eyes filled with curiosity and judgment. Lemayian stood among them, his fists clenched as Naeku trembled before her father. "You will marry Olokunai, as tradition demands," the chief declared, his voice unyielding. "But Baba, I do not love him." Naeku's protest was met with silence. "It is not love that keeps a village strong, but honor," her father replied. Lemayian stepped forward. "I will fight for her." A ripple of shock passed through the crowd. A warrior challenging an elder? It was madness. Chief Olan Karu laughed coldly. "You dare challenge Olokunai, a boy against a man? You will not only lose, Lemayian, you will die." But the warrior did not falter. "I would rather die than live knowing I did not fight for the woman I love." At sunrise, the entire village gathered to witness the duel. The air was thick with tension as the two men stood face to face. Olokunai, taller and built like a lion, twirled his spear with practiced ease. Lemayian, younger but swift, crouched low, waiting for the first strike. The drums of battle sounded. Dust rose beneath their feet as they clashed, the sharp ring of metal against metal echoing across the plains. Lemayian was fast, his strikes precise, but Olokunai was powerful, each blow forcing him backward. The fight was brutal, neither man willing to yield. But fate had already chosen its victor. With one final strike, Olokunai's spear found Lemayian's side. A gasp rippled through the crowd as he fell to his knees, blood staining the earth beneath him. Naeku screamed, rushing to his side, but strong hands held her back. She turned to her father, her voice breaking. "Let me go to him." The chief's face was unreadable. "You made your choice the moment you defied me. Now live with it." As the village turned away, satisfied with the outcome, Naeku broke free and ran to Lemayian. He was breathing, but barely. Tears streamed down her face as she held him close. "We cannot stay," he whispered, his voice weak but determined. Naeku made her choice in that moment. She would not marry Olokunai. She would not live a life dictated by duty. She would live for love. That night, under the cover of darkness, Naeku and Lemayian fled into the unknown, leaving behind the only home they had ever known. They had won their love, but at a great cost. Years passed. The village moved on, but Chief Olan Karu never stopped watching the horizon. His daughter had vanished like the wind, and though his pride had kept him from searching, his heart had never truly let go. Then one evening, as the sun melted into the horizon, figures appeared in the distance. The warriors readied their spears, but the chief raised a hand. Naeku stood before him, no longer a girl, but a woman. Beside her was Lemayian, his face lined with the trials of a warrior who had seen much and survived. But what softened the chief's heart was the small boy wrapped in a Maasai shuka, clinging to Naeku's hand. "Your grandson," she whispered. The old chief's eyes glistened. He stepped forward, placing a weathered hand on the child's head. For the first time in years, he smiled. "You have returned." And just like that, love and tradition found a way to coexist.